Go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the December Roundtable meeting for Horseshoe Trail District. We're happy that you're joining us this evening, and hoping that at this point that you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday and are looking forward to your Christmas holiday. So we're going to start off our meeting tonight with a safety moment with Jim Fowler. Jim.
Safety minute this evening is on frostbite, and there are 4 degrees of severity from the cold, ranging from frost nit to frostbite. And first degree frost nit is superficial. It's limited damage to the skin. It may be painful with no immediate blistering. And wounds would look like a central white area surrounded by pink skin, followed by swelling. Second degree frostbite is also superficial. This degree affects both the top layer of your skin and slightly deeper into your tissue. Signs are pink and moist tissue present beneath clear blisters, usually surrounded by redness and swelling. Third and fourth degree frostbites are deep. These degrees of frostbite are dangerous and can lead to damage in muscles, tendons, and bones. And skin feels frozen and hard, appears red, purple, or even black. Preventive measures and treatment: pack warm clothes when you're out for the winter on a camping trip or ski area. Protect any exposed skin. Act quickly. Frostbite treatment needs to be addressed immediately. The most dangerous situation may occur hours away from a medical professional help. Prevention is key. Layering clothing, socks, gloves, scarves, and hats will help prevent frostbites. If anyone experiences or displays any of the symptoms of second, third, or fourth degree frostbite, go to the nearest healthcare facility immediately. For optimum results, injuries should be examined by a doctor as soon as possible. So serious injuries can occur when it's cold and you spend time working, playing, or sleeping outside, particularly if you're wet and your clothes are wet or too tight. Scouts should be instructed to inform an adult as soon as possible if they are at any event, winter camp or troop camp out, and start experiencing any of the symptoms I've just listed in this safety moment. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate that update. And I'm sure when we're all at the Klondike next month, we'll take that into account, make sure that we're dressed appropriately and keeping warm and dry. Okay, next up, Nikki is going to give us an update on popcorn and the Scout Expo.
All right. Popcorn. Everybody should have gotten their invoices. And if you haven't, or if there was an issue with it, make sure you contact the office because popcorn payment is overdue now. So if you've already sent your check in, please let Robin know so that she knows to look for it in the mail. If you have any questions about popcorn, if you have any late orders or need anything else, make sure you let Myrna or John Oshlin, who's the Conestoga River District Executive, know. John is taking over popcorn now that Scott Arnold has retired from the office. As for the Scout Expo, it is happening, but the committee has decided to go virtual this year due to COVID concerns. This is going to look a little different with the booths and how you guys put up your displays, but the committee is working out all the details. And if you have any questions, please contact Myrna. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Nikki. Next up, we're back to Jim. He's going to give an update on the recharter process. Jim.
All right. Thanks, Rick. Rechartering is underway. We've had very few units get rechartered so far. We have 2 more nights left, which would be this coming Thursday evening at Camp Mac, and the other one would be on December 16th at the Scout office. And times set for them, I think, are 6 o'clock till 8:30. If you haven't gone into Sign Up Genius and scheduled your time yet, you need to do that soon. We're coming down to the line. Make sure that all your service hours and advancement and everything is completed for your JTE sheet, and bring everything with you that is needed to complete the rechartering process. Nikki, do you have anything to add to that?
Yes. While there are only about 2 nights left that are scheduled recharter nights, there are still times that I can meet with you. And if you are one of those people who is high risk for COVID or is uncomfortable meeting in person right now, reach out to me. I do have a way to work around the in-person meetings to get everything turned in, but it takes a little bit more time and everything has to be in the office by December 18th. The reason for that, even though the charter is valid until the end of 2020, is that the Scout office is closed that last week of December and starting the day before Christmas. So we cannot process your payment, which is part of the recharter process, if it is not turned in before Christmas. And having everything in on December 18th means that we have a couple of days in case a check is coming in the mail running a little bit late.
All right. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Nikki. Next up, we have the Klondike. The Klondike is coming up. It's actually just around the corner, 6 or 7 weeks off. The plans are coming together. I know we are still planning on having a live in-person Klondike. We're going to have bag lunches this year, which I think solve a couple of problems for us. One, we won't be packing a lot of people into the dining hall at once. And 2, wherever you're at in your program day, you can stop and eat when you're hungry. So I think it's going to be a nice event. Like I said, the plans are coming together. If you have any questions, contact Sheldon. If you can help, contact Sheldon. Please contact Sheldon. We can always use some more help at the Klondike. Okay. Order of the Arrow, we have Mike Stanilla.
All right, good evening. Just a couple announcements tonight. First thing, the dues for 2021 are due on Monday, November 30th. So very likely by the time you're watching this video, they are past due. So please go ahead and make sure you hop on to Tentaroo to pay your dues. Again, it's $17. And this is for everyone in the lodge. Even if you just completed your ordeal this past September, you still need to pay the dues for 2021. As far as our chapter meeting, this coming Thursday, we're not sure yet what we're going to be doing with that chapter meeting. If our location is going to allow us to meet, need to make some phone calls. So please check your emails this week leading up to Thursday to see whether or not we are going to be holding our chapter meeting. If we do, it will be our excuse me, our holiday party. And we may be doing a gift exchange, but again, the email will probably, we'll talk about that as well. We're having some discussions about whether or not we'll do the gift exchange or not. So that's pretty much all for the OA right now.
All right, thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Okay, we have some miscellaneous announcements. Nikki, what do we have?
All right. We have Pinewood Derbies coming up. I know every one of the Cub Scout packs, they really love their Pinewood Derbies. If you haven't ordered your cars yet, Robin would like a heads up of how many you would like in advance so that she can make sure that the order is ready and she knows how many that she needs to place an order for in case she's running low. So please, if you haven't already, send her an email right away so that she can start putting your cars aside for your pack. The 2021 District Pinewood Derby, we have scheduled it a little later in the year. It is going to be May 8th. That is so that we can have it outdoors or as close to outdoors as we can. It will be at the Camp Mac Dining Pavilion. We're still working out some of the details, but we are planning to have not just the 2021 race, but anybody that qualified for a 2020 race would be able to come out and race their car in a makeup for the 2020 Pinewood that was unable to take place. And the committee is even considering doing some open sessions for those adult scouters or family members who are too old to race in a pack Pinewood, for them to be able to do a family race at the District Pinewood this coming year. Next up, we have Be a Scout. If you have not gone online and looked at Be a Scout, please do so. Pins are up there. You can edit them so that it will reflect your most current and accurate contact information, website if you choose to put it up there, Facebook page, any kind of information about your unit. Whether you're pack, troop, crew, doesn't matter. You all have a pin. And with a lot of the people searching online for things to do, Be a Scout is an easy way for them to help find your unit if you keep your pin information updated. So please check that. Please look in your My.Scouting account to see if there are any leads for Be a Scout that have been sent to your unit, because there are quite a few that have been sent, and I'm constantly getting reminders that there are unanswered leads sitting there waiting for somebody to look at them. Jim mentioned earlier about service hours. Make sure that you are putting your service hours into the system so that they go into national system. And the way to do that is through the reporting. Let me see if I can quickly share a screen here. And it's not coming up. Okay. On the District Roundtable page is a link for how to enter service hours. They are entered through your Scoutbook account through the Internet Advancement portion. The link there has a nice video that goes through all the steps of what you need to do to report a service hour, camping project, all sorts of things, as well as some written directions on how to do things. So please check it out, enter your service hours. Thank you again to all those who worked with Scouting for Food last month. We're still getting the numbers figured out for how much was donated, but I've seen some pretty impressive numbers this year already. So thank you very much for that. The last thing I want to talk about is we have the breakfast hike patches have come in. So if you had a scout participate, all of the patches are in your unit mailbox. And when you come to the store, just make sure you have Robin or whoever is out in the store check your unit mailbox so they can get your patches for you. Want you to have those in time for your next Court of Honor or Blue and Gold or pack meeting so that you can hand them out to all the scouts. Thank you.
Okay, we're moving right along this evening. Up next is our District Commissioner moment. Jim, it's back to you again.
Okay, thank you. I'm going back to rechartering since this is the rechartering season. Activities, this is where the unit commissioners can help make a difference on membership growth and retention. We can examine the first part, membership growth. During rechartering, a portion of the internet rechartering process is an accurate accounting of both youth and adult members. If they are not formally in this council roster, that means they are new or their application was not properly registered. This is an important first step to ensure that all members are accounted for, especially new ones. The second part focuses on retention through quality programs as measured by the unit JTE scorecard. Even though the actual scoring of how well the units are doing takes place once a year, JTE serves as an aspirational goal where units should land. It covers 4 important areas that strongly influence quality programs overall. First is planning and budget. Next is membership, then program, and then leader volunteers. Deficiency in any one area can be detrimental to the unit quality over time. It is important that the unit commissioners identify these challenge areas early on with a detailed assessment and a plan for unit leadership to work toward achieving before rechartering. And that's why I like to sometimes get the JTEs in June so the unit commissioners could help you with your unit coming up to rechartering time. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Jim. The last on our list this evening, you're going to hear me talk a little bit on the district chairman moment. I want to talk about the holidays briefly. First off, we just finished Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful to all of you volunteers and our wonderful professional, Nikki, for all that is done in the Horseshoe Trail District to serve the youth of our area. I really appreciate everything that's done. I'm so thankful for all of you and the sacrifices that you make, all of the things that you do, so appreciative. And as we move into the rest of the holiday season, I know it's a crazy time of year. We have the holidays, we have family gatherings, we have gifts to find and order through the internet since we're not going to stores. So many things like that, but it's also a busy scouting time. We've heard twice now, we've talked about rechartering tonight, and it's so important that we fit in the things we need to do to complete that as well. So I appreciate the stressful time for all of you and everything that you're trying to do to move us through this holiday season and get the rechartering done. And lastly, what I would like to mention again with the holiday season and everything is to please be safe. I know many of us are seeing our schools go back to closing and for temporary periods of time, and a lot of things are up in the air with the COVID. So please be careful for yourselves, for your units. Take care, be smart, and I wish you all the best. And that's what I have to say there. And I think we're at the point where we're going to adjourn. I know hopefully Sheldon will be back next month. I believe he's at a hunting cabin cooking food somewhere. So he'll be back for next month. Thanks all.